Hello future tech leaders, I'm Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
Accounts payable register is there. For an AP clerk, I want an edit role, edit tax level, but for AR, I do not want it. So just to confirm if they have it or not, you can check this. So what they do is they actually export it into an Excel sheet. The business people. And so I'm saying that AR clerk actually needs it as edit. I like this and this, they need it as full. Highlight this. So this is how they mark these things. And then they go back and make those changes. Looking at the sheet, they want to see what level of permissions all these people have got. And then they go back to that role and make the changes accordingly. Any questions? Any questions, guys? No for my effect. So, this is what your role permission differences actually does. Now, if you go back to the role permission differences, again there is something called a show only the differences. So till now we were only showing the differences, but if you want to show all the permissions and all the level of access that these guys have, remove this part and then click on show. So what happens is, even if there are same permissions for certain records like departments, you see edit and edit, still it will show up. Full and full, it will show up. Initially, when I checked only the role differences, show only the differences, then it was showing only the differences. One has added, the other has none, the other has full, the other has edit. One's got create, the other one has edit. So only those things will be visible. If you click on that show only the differences, if you remove the show only the differences, then entire list will be visible. So I'll tell you something. So here if I see how many I have, 437. So let's export this now. This will be much more than 437 because we're seeing all the permissions and not only the differences. So the previous sheet is for 4 rows and that is the reason it is showing a little more. But if you're showing it only for 2 rows, then obviously it will decrease. Guys, any questions on this? That's great. So this is about all the roles, permissions and levels. Bulk update translation. So if you want to update the roles in a bulk option, then this is where you do it. Full CSV. So you can do that. This is the CSV imports and exports that we have discussed earlier. So let us jump on to the marketing to return on investment. Now, since we are done with the roles, access the employer records and everything, we will jump on to the marketing to return on investment. So coming to the marketing preferences, here you have opted messages, opt in emails, standard notification for new leads, which means whenever a new lead is created in the system. So these are the marketing preferences that you will be able to see. So there is a standard opt in invitation message. Like whenever someone opts in for marketing flyers, there is a message which is already pre-built at NetSuite. So for a new leader, there is a pre-built message. For an existing customer, there is a pre-built message. So all these things are defined as part of the marketing. So just like the way you had an online support form, you have something called as online lead form, lead generation, customer generation form as well. So let us go into the online customer forms and we will see how this works. I'm creating a new online lead form, default form template. I'm enabling it online. I'm saying that this is a lead generation. Scroll down. Again, same thing. Whatever we've done earlier, it is the same thing that you will do. You will put in the first name, make it mandatory. Let's say the last name is not mandatory for us. Add. And then email address. Let's say that's mandatory as well. You can specify what is the width also, and then company name. Comment. So I will create a lead generation form in this way. Our sales rep in this case, because leads are taken care by the sales reps and not the support reps. Cases are dealt by the support reps, but my lead is actually dealt with by the sales representative. So I'll save this URL for linking URL. Where can we get this URL from? Oh, support preferences. There is a redirect URL that we have specified there. Ram say something. So we can do that. Pick it up from here. Put the redirect to URL and then save it. So what this does is it creates a link for us, just like the way we had it earlier. So click on this publishable link. You will go to these options. So earlier, when we were entering these details, the system was creating a case for us. That is an online case form. Now, what this does is, this will generate a lead for us in the system. This company has become a lead within the system. And where can you see the stage? If you see, I have given the email ID. I've put in the comments. Where is the comment? I scroll down. I should be able to see that. I think one. Somewhere I should be able to see the comments. I think the comments field must have been hidden. That's the reason you're not seeing. So how do you know? How was this lead generated? If you go into the marketing tab, there is something called as online forms. Click on that and you see this. I can see that this lead is generated from the lead generation form that we have created. This is how you see how this particular lead was generated within the system. So how can you assign a sales rep on this lead? Same thing. Click on this. Roger Brown is my sales rep, and I can assign my lead to the sales rep, and the sales rep will follow up with the lead. I think this is a customer form, and that is the reason we were not able to see the comments. Let us edit this. Change this. Let us go to the standard lead form. Go to the standard lead form. I'm pretty sure the comments will be visible. It's not there on this also. Should be there somewhere. Guys, are you able to hear me? I know I'm talking very low, but can you hear me? Yes, you're clear. Thank you. I don't know what were the comments, but you can actually customize this form and try to pull in that comments which are there. Let's do that, so that it will be like seeing the form once again. Field screen fields comments. See, comments is hidden. That is the reason you are not able to see that. So let us bring the comments onto the main page. And then let's save it. So next time when we go into the lead generation, let's go into relationships leads. By default, we are seeing the customers here. So that is the reason I changed the view, and that's how I got the company. If I click on this, these are my. I'll have to change the form. So get the comments form. Guys, is this clear? Any questions on this? So this is how a lead gets generated within the system. Now I have manually assigned a sales rep on this particular lead form, but I don't want to do that. So what you do, it is the same thing again. You create sales rules, sales territories. So under the sales rule, what I say is I create a new field rule and I say city. Let us take city. And I say city rule. What I'm saying is if my city is equal to California, I'm just creating a rule saying that if it is equal to California, when some lead gets generated from the California city, say I go to the sales territories, I say new territory and I pick up a city territory over here. This is exactly what we have done for support as well, guys. If you remember, I've taken a different rule. Now scroll down on the fields I will put in the city. Go back to the external part. Open this up. This has to match as it is whatever we have given over there. So what are we trying to do now? What I'm trying to is I have created a rule saying that if some lead comes from California, then I have created a territory saying that it has to be assigned to some as a sales rep. So we will see if this rule is working for us or not. Submit. This is the lead which got generated. So let us view that. Guys, is this clear? Likewise, the rules can be created for multiple different options. It is not only for city, it is up to the business and they have to decide on what. Do they have to create rule? Do they have billing address? They have a child of city, comments company name credit limit currency, email form template. They can create rules for anything that they want to and then assign it to a sales rep, just like the way I have done it for this lead. Any questions on this? Can I take that as a no? Great. So that is how the sales reps are assigned. Similarly, let's go to the. You can reassign the territory as well, just like the way it is. And these are the different customer statuses. By the way, So you have lead stage. This is the stage and this is the customer status, 10% probability, which means what we are trying to say is if a lead is unqualified, there is a 0% probability for him to be converting into a customer. When I change it to a qualified option, I'm saying that there is a 10% chance that he might change into a prospect. So once he changes to a prospect identified, decision makers is 30%. In discussion is 20%, in negotiation is 75%. And finally, he converts into a customer, which will be 100%. And if we lose that customer, it is lost customer 0% probability. These are the different stages and different stages of a customer. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.